Did I crash out yesterday? Yes, I did. I'm not going to apologize. I didn't feel seen. I didn't feel heard. I had a proverbial crash out. I'm human. I'm allowed. Also, I didn't realize a lot of people didn't know it was me because the name is a bunch of numbers because TikTok stole my name randomly, yanked my account, says you can't edit anything, appealed it, won. They gave me my tag back but said, you can't change that name for 7 days because it just got changed. And I'm like, fools, I ain't do that. Y'all did that. But we all know there ain't no customer service, so there ain't nothing I can do about it until September 1st. But I was struggling. I was struggling with these decisions. I was struggling with all of it. I'm trying to keep my peace. I'm trying to ground myself. I'm trying to stay in my spiritual practice. I went out and talked to my deity. I was at the altar. I left offerings and I said, I need your help. I feel lost in the sauce. I need you to guide me. I don't know where to turn. Made those videos yesterday. Had a loan officer reach out. First of all, let me say, this process was so easy working with her that it made me look at the rental process like, what the fuck are we doing? But anyway, I was like, fuck it. Can't get nobody to want to rent anything. Everyone has all these weird discrepancies. Corporate companies don't want to talk to each other. Let's just find out what the options are, because to me, it's always felt out of reach. And I know that I've worked really hard and I've built a lot of things, but still in my mental mind, I was like, this is still some years off. This is not something that's achievable right now in this economy. But yet, even as a spiritualist, even as a psychic, I've failed to remember that I am blessed in different ways and things do tend to work out for me. And one of the things in my soul contract I came here to conquer was patience. I have a little trouble with that one. I've been asking and manifesting, even on my vision board. I need to really look through that because some things are, got some light bulbs going off over here right now, thinking about it. But I wanted stability for my family. I'm tired of moving my disabled mother around. I want her to have a home. It was only a few years ago that I tried to raise money on TikTok to buy her a home. Clearly that didn't work out, and I'm so glad that it didn't, and I'm blessed and I understood the path. This was before I found my tarot path on here. But I was even more specific. Of my manifestations, because the more detailed, the more specific, the better. And I really wanted to live at the beach. I've wanted, as a Pisces sun, I wanted to live at the beach in a small coastal town my entire life. I've been dreaming about it my entire life. One of the reasons I love the movie The Goonies is because they live in that small coastal town. And ever since then, that I was like, that's exactly where I want to be. Well, I'm about to be within driving distance to the original Goonies house. So let's start there. And that is if everything works out the way that it's supposed to. Because we found a place in our budget. We got accepted well. Proud moment for me. I applied by myself without my husband, with no cosigner, no one to help. And I got accepted on a loan to buy a house. I cried. In 2020, I was in poverty, taking donations of food, eating out of trash cans, thinking about crossing to the other side continuously. COVID was taking over the world, and I was about to make one of the biggest life changes ever at a crossroads. I was about to choose me. I was about to leave my small town. And this just feels like a real full circle moment right now. Because I didn't ever think that I'd do it. And then one day I started believing that I would. And then one day I said, oh no, I'm going to do this. And it was just like a back thought as I was doing it. I was focused on other things, happy with other things, enjoying life, enjoying the adventures. And then this morning I got up and they said, oh no, you've not only been accepted for the loan, but the house you want, it's available. Very fair price. We can get you in there. We can get you a realtor. We can make an offer. Then we can close in 30 days. I've only been able to get one private landlord to write me back, and she has been a gem of a human being. Now, she hasn't accepted us. She hasn't made any decisions, but she has been talking back and forth, asking the real questions we should ask of renters. Why do you want this house? Why are you moving to this town? What's your family like? Are you sure this will work for your mom's accommodations with her wheelchair? Let me explain how many steps are in the house to get in the house. All I gotta say, Paulette, is if you ever see this video, you're doing it the right way. That's how it should be done. You made me feel like an actual human being through the process. And I can't thank you enough. And even if you choose us and we choose not to buy this house, I'm happy with that path. But the fact that I could be a homeowner, drastic lemony snickets change of events. If I could be a homeowner, man, that would fulfill a dream. And I made a video yesterday like, can a celebrity, could someone rich just buy a $300,000 home and let us rent it? Turns out I can buy a $300,000 home and I can just pay my mortgage. Maybe the dream wasn't as far out of reach as I thought. And this house, small coastal town, couple blocks from the beach, beautiful 1920s Victorian type house, greenhouse, hot tub, fenced in yard, over 2,200 square feet, and a heated garage and basement. It is a fucking dream. So, sometimes the turn of events will shock you. Sometimes it's right after your crash out because you had to get all that energy out, all the crying, all the energy, all the bullshit. Just all of it. And as this world burns, maybe, just maybe, I'll be in my own house when it does. Just saying. I'm dreaming big on this one, guys. Wish me luck.